This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Justin PAZERA with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. The Arizona Department of Health Services is reporting 820 new cases of COVID-19 today. The total number since last year is over 867,000. The state is also reporting 24 additional deaths related to the virus. Over 40% of Arizonans have been vaccinated. Starting today, Stage 1 fire restrictions will be in place in Navajo and Apache counties. This means campfires are only permitted in developed sites. There are also no target shooting or fireworks allowed. Next week, the state Senate will take up a bill which could fine Arizona teachers for their lesson plans. The measure prohibits public and charter schools from discussing controversial issues in the classroom. Violations would result in a $5,000 penalty. Our Steve Irvin asked Governor Doug Ducey how he feels about the bill that could end up on his desk.
We don't want to be punishing or punitive with teachers. We want to be rewarding our teachers, but we also want to make sure that we're having the proper lessons learned and taught inside our classroom.
Well, Democrats opposing the bill argue the language is too vague and does not define what is actually controversial. Restaurants across the country are caught in a chicken squeeze. Demand is soaring thanks in part to the chicken sandwich wars. Okay, so remember last year when Popeyes took on Chick-fil-A and then it just escalated from there? Supplies are scarce, driving up the prices. The cost of chicken breasts has more than doubled since the beginning of the year, and prices for wings, they're hitting a record as well. Demand for pizza is also picking up. A new nationwide analysis from ZenReach found a 27% increase in pizza restaurant foot traffic in the first 4 months of this year. Papa John's says it is hanging on to the momentum it saw during the onset of the pandemic, even as the country reopens for business. North America pizza sales rose more than 26% last year. They were only expected to rise about 14%. Extreme heat is the #1 cause of weather-related deaths every single year, more than hurricanes or floods. Now a national study will try to figure out where exactly extreme heat is happening and then what can be done to combat it. This summer, the CDC and National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and the National Weather Service will conduct a new national study looking at urban heat islands. It's taking place in about 10 cities. None are in Arizona.
We're really going to focus on that heat inequality. Does that exist in our city? If it does, then what kind of steps can we take to begin to make changes?
Well, scientists and citizen scientists will drive around with a special device on the cars to measure heat. And while this particular study is not happening in Arizona, we can tell you there's a lot of research regarding our heat island happening here. Our Impact Earth team is going to be tackling that coming up in a few weeks. Empty the shelters. That is the goal at Maricopa County Animal Care and Control this weekend. This is new video of some of those animals waiting for a new home. Bissell Pet Foundation sponsoring adoption fees. You must have an appointment before you go to the shelter. And do you remember your intern days? Well, now you can relive them and maybe say no. Check out this name game. You play an intern and fend off mean colleagues and arrogant bosses.
No More is a game about our fear of saying no and a stolen lunchbox and bad internship, generally bad working conditions, but it all surrounds the word no, and that's all the player does, is saying no. You just need one button.
We'll find Say No More on PC, iOS, and the Nintendo Switch. Phoenix Rising taking on the Oakland Roots this weekend. You can watch all of the action live on CW61 Arizona. Saturday at 7:30. You can also stream it live on the ABC15 phone app, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. That ridge of high pressure that has brought the triple-digit temperatures our way the last couple of days, it's starting to push to the east. And what that means is that temperatures will start to trend down at least a little bit today and then a little further this weekend. We're also tracking a disturbance that's going to move through northern Arizona tonight into tomorrow. It'll bring a few high clouds, but otherwise we're looking at dry conditions, more breezes today too as a result of that approaching storm system. Then another one to our north through the weekend into early next week. That'll bring a slight chance for showers to northern Arizona through the weekend and into early next week. More breezes too, especially on Mother's Day, but we're staying dry overall here in the valley and across most of Arizona. For today, plan on a high of 98 degrees. It'll be sunny, it'll be breezy. Then by Mother's Day, look for temperatures in the mid-90s. Also, really, you'll notice that through the weekend, we're keeping those highs right around 95 degrees. Breezes through the weekend, especially Sunday and early next week.
Another update is coming tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or by downloading the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.